Let's see what happens here on YouTube. It says excellent connection.
Woo-woo.
And there you are. You're on.
Yay. Do you see the
Make
board?
Sure monetization
Or do you
on.
see me?
No, I see you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how far down you were.
This is not Girl Scout Cookie Pop Art.
No.
This is
Resin pour test run. I don't know what I call it. Resin pour tray. I don't know. Tray resin pour. Whatever. And chat. I said, come on YouTube and chat with us tonight for a little while. It's a late one, but that's okay. We're just chilling. We're going to pour some resin into our tray. We're doing a little test run for Friday's event. Mark's clicking away.
Yeah, it says come on and join us for our resin test run for Friday's event.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, and it's public.
Very good.
And it's entertainment, and we need a thumbnail. We don't have one.
Pull in the resin tray off of the desktop. There should be one on there. Top.
All right, let me see.
Top right, I think, on the desktop.
The resin pour. It doesn't appear as the top right.
Okay.
I'm looking for a resin tray.
There you go.
And
Ta-da.
there it is. Okay.
That's good.
And the playlist will be Mimosas and Masterpieces.
That's fine. I'm going to work on that
monetization.
at some point. Is it live while you're doing all this?
I don't know. I guess it is.
We're a hot mess already. And it's only
I want to save everything.
Tuesday? It's only
Yeah,
Tuesday.
you're live.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I don't know if anyone's on, but hello.
I just wanted to make sure I had everything.
Hello and happy Tuesday.
Yes, set up.
Very good.
Wait, it says no data. What does that mean?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Oh, excellent connection. That's what it means. I see it.
Okay.
Green light.
You got comments?
No comments yet.
All right.
Is there anything I have to do here with the live chat?
I don't know.
Welcome to live chat.
Well, it's all good. It's okay.
All right, you're on your screen.
Let's do it. All right. So I just wanted to do a quick test run of our resin trays that we're going to pour on Friday. So for those that don't know us, I am Jennifer, and Mark's behind the camera, behind the computer, clicking away back there. We're Mimosas and Masterpieces. Our kits already have been shipped out to all of our guests that are going to attend Friday's workshop. We'll do another one in May, but we just wanted to get through this one first, make sure everything goes well, and then we'll get through everything. So I'm allergic to the resin, so I'm going to be real careful about everything I'm doing today. And PPE, mask, if you have goggles, wear goggles. If you're super sensitive like me, otherwise, I've done it before without a problem, but every once in a while, I just get extra sensitive, I suppose. So in the kit would come your tray. You would choose one of 3 sizes. You're going to choose your, I don't know, can you see the table?
Yeah.
Or no?
See
Okay.
everything.
You're going to choose 5 colors of mica powders. We're going to give you a paint color to paint your tray. We're going to give you a choice of some fine glitter, chunky glitter. You're going to get your resin. You're going to get cups and sticks to mix with. We're going to give you some gloves and more gloves and 2 masks.
Okay.
We're going to give you everything you need, except for you still do need either, we're going to try it with a blow dryer. So normally you would use a heat gun or even a small blowtorch. If if you're like me and you have those creme brulee torches in your drawer that you've never used, that'll work. Just be careful. But I'm going to try and use my blow dryer on low, since pretty much everybody has a blow dryer. If not, we'll grab the heat gun. But that's why we're doing kind of a little trial run here, just to see what happens.
Okay.
We ended 2019 doing resin pour workshops. As you can see on some of these, we did little charcuterie boards. We're going to bring those back. We're going to be able to ship those kits out to you as well. There's kind of wood panels, like wood canvases. There's a couple of other boards behind me, but I found these nice little boards with the little handles on them that I loved, and I thought it's a usable piece of art. It doesn't go on the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing is safety. Safety first. Cover your table, cover your clothing, cover your hands, cover your face. You want to make sure you're in a really well ventilated area. I do have air purifiers down here, but being outside is even better. If you can be outdoors or in a garage or workshop would be great. You need a nice level surface. So make sure once you got your board on here, you have a little level, or there's like an app on the phone. That's what I use. I make sure that my board is nice and level on my table. Otherwise, even if it's askew just a bit, because the resin is self-leveling, it's going to all go, even if it's off just a tiny bit. And we've seen that happen.
So they should have one of those leveling devices to
So
make sure that they have a level?
A little level, whether it's, there's an app on the phone, which I just lay right in the tray, make sure that my tray is level before I pour. I should have done that. Okay. And then you can kind of stick, whether it's a little piece of paper underneath, just to make sure that you get it level before you pour your resin. So what we would do is have our guests paint their tray. Just have a little foam brush and whatever color paint the tray. And while the tray is drying, then that's when we would mix the resin. So I'm just going to go ahead and start mixing our resin.
You said while the tray is drying?
Yep. So on Friday, I think we could just have everybody just paint their tray prior to us starting while we talk about PPE stuff.
Okay.
But I don't want to breathe in the mica powders. I don't want to breathe in the fine glitter. I don't want to breathe in the resin. So I'm going to just be careful. I mean, we're all getting used to wearing masks anyway, right?
Now you said your board has been painting on it already?
I've already painted my board. Yep, I've already
Okay.
pre-painted. So we're giving you graduated cups. So these are both 4-ounce bottles or 4.2-ounce bottles. I'm using the whole bottle for this board.
Okay.
So we're going to mix everything together in one big cup first, and then we will pour into our small cups to mix our colors.
I'm zoomed in on you pouring this.
So the
This is a
trick
big
with
cup.
resin is making sure that it's really well incorporated. So you'll start mixing part A and part B together. So this is one bottle. So yes, you would mix part A and part B together, and it'll get a little bit cloudy, and that's okay. That's just kind of that chemical reaction happening.
Okay.
Okay, you want to mix it until it's clear. If you're mixing too much, like you're whipping it, you're going to put air into it, and we don't really want that. So we want to mix without adding bubbles in it if we can.
Okay.
And it'll happen from time to time, and that's
Now
it's
you
okay
just pouring
too.
more?
I'm pouring part B in. So that was part A. This is part B.
Okay.
So one, you'll notice, is a little bit thicker than the other. Yep. Crystal clear, self-leveling, and we should hit 8 ounces in our cup. So last year we ended with, gosh, we did the charcuteries, we did tabletops, mini table, like side tables that were just amazing. Absolutely loved them. All right. So there is part B. Resin is really sticky. I just got it on my hands and I don't have a paper towel. Paper towels right over there or no?
No.
Okay. Alright, I'm just wiping on the table. Resin's really sticky. So make sure that
Paper towels. That's that
your-
paper towel right there.
oh, it is. Okay, that's alright. I should be okay for right now. You just wiped it off on my table.
Oh.
I'm going to be careful to not touch my face because I'm very bad at that. We have a large stick to mix everything. So as you mix, I'm going to try and make sure I grab everything from the bottom, grab the sides, and mix, incorporate completely. You do want to mix for a couple of minutes here. So I'm going to get a little workout here mixing. So as I
Zoom in on
mix,
you.
you're going to start seeing it get a little cloudy. That's that chemical reaction happening.
Can you hold it up?
Oop, I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, so
Dump
I
it
can
out.
have you in it while you're talking. See
Mm-hmm.
when you go down low like that?
Yeah.
Then I just see your hands and your, yeah, thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we're just mixing for a couple of minutes here to get this all incorporated.
That's all it takes is a couple of minutes?
Yeah. We want to get it all incorporated. If it's not well mixed,
Yeah.
it's not going to cure right. And you're going to have a sticky board.
Okay.
So, and the only way to kind of fix that is pour another coat that's well mixed right over it. That'll cure.
Oh, that would fix that
right on top.
If you do make a sticky board.
Yeah, we're going to
You'd
try.
have to do another one on top of it.
Yeah, you'd have to kind of pour right over top of it. Another coat.
Now, right behind your head in the screen
Yes.
is a resin pour.
There's a couple of them, yeah.
Okay.
There's a little tray. There's a bigger tray. There's the board that I kind of use to put all my painting supplies on when we paint all the time. That's why those are pretty messy looking.
Okay.
Just have to clean them up, and they clean off just like you would glass.
Now you're still twisting and
Yeah.
turning, and you said this is going to be clear.
Right. So we wanted to get back to being pretty clear here, and I think we're okay. So we did get some bubbles.
You did get some bubbles?
There are some bubbles in there, and that's okay. That's what the heat is for. It's to pop those little air bubbles.
Okay.
Or at least to bring them to the surface. So we're hoping that the dryer gets hot enough without blowing too much air.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm okay.
So it's nice and thick?
Pretty thick. Okay. Gonna give this a break for a second. So we're gonna plan out our colors here. We probably should have done that before we mixed. Let's plan out our colors. So I want to do kind of a galaxy type board. So I'm going to take a black. Now when we send you these in your kit, the we're going to send them to you mostly in cups, in like mini little cups. Am I not going to be able to get that off?
What do you mean? Got it?
I guess I did. Okay, it's a little bit different, but that's okay. So you kind of want, depending on how much, a little goes a long way. But I use, let's say, maybe a quarter teaspoon, or you just take the end of a popsicle stick and you'll kind of dip it into your mica powder and then throw it into your cup, an empty cup.
And that's what you're putting in the cup now?
This is,
mica powder?
right, so this is mica powder. It's just really fine, so you don't want to breathe this in. That's also why, you know, like, no sipping while we're pouring. All right.
How much is that you think it is?
Yeah, that's about a quarter to a half of a teaspoon, I'd say.
Okay.
And that's exactly why you don't want food or drink around you. Because I just dropped it. It's a messy. It's a little messy. And I think what I'm going to do is add the black glitter right to my black resin. So
black
when you
glitter?
Yep. Because, you know, we all need the sparkle.
Okay. So the resin you just poured in there? I mean,
This is mica powder and the
glitter.
fine glitter.
Okay.
Okay, that's that one. And then we'll do some white. And then you can always kind of play with this a little bit. Like if you feel like this isn't enough black, then we can always go back and add some more black. There we go. Now we talking. Gonna add some white for some swirls in there.
Should we paint it before Friday or after is okay?
Actually, we can paint it on Friday, but if you want to paint it ahead of time, you certainly can. I mean, that would be great, but I don't know if we'll get everybody to do that. Maybe I'll email everybody to do that ahead of time.
Okay. That was Catherine Malloy.
Hi, Catherine. Get this off of here. Of course, I picked out all ones that are brand new, so you won't have to do this. We got some purples in there. Purple's my favorite color. And you see the dust floating. Again, why we should be wearing a mask. And let's do blue. So I have 4 colors here. And you can always mix and match those colors too. So if you want to do a little bit of blue and a little bit of white together for a lighter blue, you can.
Okay, so now I just shared the link onto Facebook, so we're live.
Okay. Okay. So typically what you would do is you would have a smaller container like this or a small container like this. You would take your popsicle stick and just kind of scoop out some of that mica powder and put it into these. So here's my 4 colors that I have going on here so far. And I need my gold. One more. One more. So I like to mix my glitters, whether it's fine glitter or chunky glitter. I like to mix it with the color, because if you mix just the glitter with the clear, you're just going to have clear resin. So you're just going to have a clear layer with the glitter on it. So here's an example of what that looks like. So down here, it was kind of just that clear opaque or opal type glitter, but there was no color in it. So you're seeing the wood grain through that clear.
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry. I know the glares are bad. Okay. And same thing with, actually, this is a good example too. So if you don't have enough color in your mica powder, you're going to see through it a little bit. So it'll be a little bit transparent. And you may want that, and that's fine. But that's also why I painted the bottom of my board too, because I want it to be dark. I wanted the bottom to be black or darker. All right, so we have purple, my purple glitter. The other fun thing about this, which maybe it's fun, maybe it's not, is that it's going to kind of morph and change. So what you pour may not necessarily be exactly what it looks like tomorrow. And I kind of like that little element of surprise. Throw a couple of little big chunky glitters in there. All right. So I'm going to take my cup, just give it another little stir here. So I have to remember on Friday, get your colors out and then mix.
Stir and mix.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to pour a little bit in each one. So I know that I want to concentrate most of my color in the darker colors. So my black is going to get a couple of ounces. My purple's going to get a couple ounces.
I'm zoomed in on your hands and the cups now.
Good. My blue's going to get a couple ounces here. And then I'll have just a little left for my white and for my gold. Because I'm just going to kind of drop those in there.
The white and the gold.
Yep, and you can swirl this in there. You can make little patterns in there if you want to. Oopsie.
But all of the cups had like about a teaspoon of
maybe a 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon at most.
Okay.
I'm just going to dump this right into this guy.
The colors that you want the most.
Right. The colors that you want the most of is the ones that you want to fill the most.
Okay.
So think about ounces wise. So if you have 8 ounces total, you're going to want to fill, okay, I want maybe 3 ounces here, 3 ounces here, 1 and 1.
Okay.
You know, divide that up to what colors you want to be on your board
right,
prominently.
More gold, and you could have more gold
right.
instead of more.
So here's my gold color. And again, resin gets everywhere.
So be careful.
Just be careful. So we're going to mix all these colors. So here's my black. Let's see what this turns out to.
Right, see now you're mixing it.
Now we'll be able to see once we start mixing how dark that black is. If it doesn't look like it's dark enough, you can always add more of your mica powder.
Okay.
We're going to give you plenty to color your resin. So.
And what are you stirring it with?
I'm just stirring it with a little popsicle stick.
All right, so you got a bunch of popsicle sticks for each color?
One for each color.
Okay.
Okay, so this is kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a silvery black. It's kind of cool. All right, we're going with it. Silvery black. We have our purple and our glitter. So it may not be quite galaxy like we thought, but that's okay. We'll see.
You never know how it's going to come out.
You really don't. That's like kind of the coolest thing. I love this purple. Oh my gosh. It's like royally purple. It's beautiful.
I'm zoomed in on your hands.
You see that purple color?
Yeah.
I love that. It's like liquid purple. My gosh, looks so cool. All right, a little bit of white here. The fun thing about resin is once you kind of get used to doing it and playing with it, you can add little elements into your trays. So we've seen, and maybe we'll probably do this as one coming up, like a little beach scene, where we'll send you some shells to put on the bottom, and we'll make kind of a little beach color scheme going on, so it'll look like a little beach. I think that would be really cool. We got
So you stir it up until
white.
you think it's mixed well.
Yep, you want to make sure you get all that color off the bottom, because my color's on the bottom. So we want to make sure we mix just enough to get all that color off the bottom. It's all fully incorporated. Lots of stirring. Lots of stirring here. Oh my gosh, this blue is beautiful too. Woohoo! And then we pour. Woohoo! Here we go.
Now back out so you can pour.
All right, I'm going to start with my darkest color. I'm going to start with black first. This is the one that I have the most of. All right.
And you're just going to pour it?
Yep, we're just pouring right into our board.
You can pour it any kind of way you want.
You can. So I'm just kind of going back and forth, like a little, I don't know,
Like little
geometric pattern here.
Yeah. And you say your board needs to be level?
Yeah, we want to make sure your board's level.
Oh, okay, you scraping it out too.
I am scraping it out, but you don't have to. Sometimes you'll have those little pockets of that mica powder if you don't mix very well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you can move this around if you want to.
Let
kind
it
of
drip and let it move.
Right, if you want to move this around. You can also do that with your blow dryer or your heat gun too. So we'll play with that too.
Okay.
All right, let's see what these colors. So I may have, so our Galaxy people, I may have you pour more of the black if you want more black. Or let's see what happens here. Let's let this drip a little bit. Let's let you drip a little.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come this way and
you're going to pour in the areas that doesn't have resin?
I mean, it's going to self-level, so it may come through and do
okay, so you just
fun
pour
other
it through
stuff.
the black to see what kind of effect you're going to get.
Yep.
Because you don't know.
We really don't.
You just want to try to move it around and incorporate it so you can get the color all around.
Yep.
Mix the colors all up.
Exactly.
And now you're going to let that drip.
And I'll move this around a little bit.
Or you don't have to move it if you don't want
You
to.
don't. No, you can let it kind of sit and it will level. But usually what you do is kind of take your heat gun.
And you let it move that way.
And yeah, you'll use your heat gun really to kind of move it around and kind of push it in places. This is perfect. So a hair dryer on low will do the same thing for you. So it kind of like melts it and moves it a little bit. And we also will kind of hit it with this heat to pop any of those little residual bubbles that are in there from mixing. So that'll bring that to the surface.
So you got heat coming out of that?
Yep, so it's heat, feeling warm. Come this way, sorry guys. Alright, starting with a little base of color here. Looking cool. Alright, I'm going to go to my blue. Okay. Let's come up here where I'm missing a little bit up here. Right down real careful. I'm trying not to get it up all along the edges, but if it happens, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm trying to just fill in all any of those little holes in there that we got. Cool, cool. Looking neat, looking neat. Right up along those edges. I'm gonna kind of push it around with my heat a little bit here. I kind of want to give myself a good coating all the way around so that it comes up to the edges, and then I'll play with doing some patterns in there and adding my lighter colors for some designs.
Okay.
Okay, so let's heat this up again. This is a super duper old blow dryer. Can't even tell you how old it is. So I want to get it into those corners, and you can always use a little popsicle stick too to kind of push it in those areas too if you need to. Trying not to get the blow dryer in the resin. As you heat it, it kind of like almost mixes with each color. So I'm just going to kind of give it a once over and try and get all those little bubbles out of it first.
Too bad we can't see that.
No?
The paste mixing?
How are you zoomed as far as you can go?
No. So if you have it laid down, you can't see down into it.
Oh, that's what I was...
Lift it up. Yeah, that's better. Okay, when you lifted it up, I can see it. I have it zoomed all the way in.
Alright, I'm going to lift the other side. Let's see.
Oh, let me back out now. You turn it the long way.
Well, I'm just trying to like kind of maneuver.
Right there, that's the way I have it.
Yeah, trying to maneuver some of those colors.
Alright, you could just let us see that.
It's moving. Alright.
Right, they can't actually see it moving.
Well, I'll come up a little bit closer for you too, if I need to. Maybe we need to push further up.
No, you just have to tilt it so that we can see it through the camera.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tilt too much because otherwise it's just going to all run.
Yeah, then we won't be able to.
Just going to
We
run.
gotta keep it flat.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So, let's grab some of our lighter colors here. I also, in the kits, I put in kind of like little pipettes to kind of, if you want to like take little drops a little easier and kind of drop them in there, but I'm just going to do it with my popsicle stick.
It?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing like little polka dots to start here. Let's see what happens.
Okay. That's your gold?
No, this is the white.
Okay.
This is the white. I don't know. I was thinking galaxy, but now it's going to be more abstract.
I mean, you could write something or write.
You could, but it may
change.
Right. It may kind of.
But it could morph from what you made originally. We
had somebody come here and do oranges and some browns and a little bit of black. There's a little bit of red in it. It was really cool. And after he was done, kind of playing with the heat gun with it.
Yeah.
When you turned it a certain way, it looked like a tiger's face. It was so cool.
Wow.
Alright. I'm just dropping some little dots in here to start. You have a couple minutes to work with this while it's still kind of mobile.
Okay.
So. Dropping those dots of color, some strings of color in there. Alright, and let's do the same thing with our yellow. So our yellow has those big things of glitter in it. So I'm going to try and do those in the center of each of those little white things.
Okay.
I may have to kind of layer over and layer over, but We'll see what happens, because right now they look like eggs. But we'll change that pattern. I'll show you. Did Cindy pop on? I know she was going to try and pop on.
Nope.
Nope.
There's nobody here.
Oh, okay.
That's alright, because we make the video and we'll put it right out here and they'll see it later.
It's just a test.
They didn't know you were coming on.
Yeah, I just kind of did a little quick pop on today, that's all.
And those that are subscribed are going to get a notification that we're on. Or that we just made a video and they're like, what did they do?
We made sunny side up eggs is what it looks like we made right now. Alright. Alright, I'm going to hold it up really quick. See if you can get that in there. Whoa. It moved so fast. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Alright. I think what I'm going to do is take one of our sticks and let's make little starbursts out of these. So, yep, so I'm going to just drag from the center of each one. I'm just going to drag it out, almost looking like spider webs. It almost looks like tie-dye. See if I can come a little closer so you can get that on the camera. Never know what's gonna form. See, I was going with galaxy. This looks like amoebas. Fireworks, maybe.
No two people are going to see the same thing.
It's so true. You don't see the same things, for sure.
Okay, so now you decided to do a design of some type on all of your circles. And that's still not going to come, it's still going to change.
It may still change. Yes, it may still change, especially, like I said, if your table is not exactly level, it may morph and change a little bit. So, how's that? Can you see that a little bit?
Yes. And what's next?
So this is it. This is where you kind of go, do I like it? Do I leave it? Do I want more? Do I want, it's up to you.
Right, that's the thing about this.
Yeah, it's up to you.
You don't know whether to add more or to leave it alone. And now you're adding more.
I don't know. I'm just playing with it. Yep, you can add. You could take it wet. Well, you can't really take it wet. You could move it around. Just using what I have. This is definitely not level, so I'm going to put this on a good level surface.
Okay.
So that it dries, because you can see I'm going to have this kind of morphed corner over here for sure. So this is what we do. We just kind of play with it, and then tomorrow morning, I'll come down, I'll take a before picture tonight, and then we'll take one for tomorrow morning too, just so you can see what happens overnight too with the changes. And then once it's cured, I would give it a good, if not 24 hours, but a good 48 hours before you put anything on it.
Right.
Make sure it's really good and cured, and then you can use it like a serving tray. It could be for your dresser. It could be for your bathroom sink. It's a great gift to put stuff on and wrap it. I feel like that was supposed to be one right there, and I missed it. Let's try this one. Let's play it again, Sam. Awesome. So those of you with slightly smaller trays, you're going to have extra resin probably.
Really?
I mean, I have plenty of resin. I have plenty of resin. I mean, you can keep pouring; it'll give you a nice thick layer.
Yeah.
But those designs are going to move a little bit more probably, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yep. Cool, cool. Oh, I can't wait for Friday now. I think on Friday I'll do a unicorn board.
The unicorn board.
A unicorn board.
Okay.
Make it a little bit different. All right. I don't know. I like it. I think it's gonna turn out a little bit different than anything I've made before, with these like spider webby patterns.
All right.
But I like it. Awesome. I feel like I have to use everything, but you really don't.
But
So.
you feel comfortable now that you got through it?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of
Instead of doing it raw on Friday.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
just kind of. I want to make sure that we have enough supplies and materials, and make sure that all that's all good before we kind of
Discovery.
we get want to make sure all that's good. But the other thing you could do with your leftover resin is if you have like a small little cutting board, you could pour right over the edge and do that with it. If you don't want to use it in your tray, but this is cool. I like it.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Well, that was fun.
All right.
We'll see you guys on Thursday for Paint and Meditate with Psychic Medium Nikki Stewart
Yes.
at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I think it's 7 p.m. And then on Friday, we will be with our Resin Pour Workshop people on Zoom. And we'll be back next week.
All right.
All right. So,
Thank you.
good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll see you guys soon.
All right.
I love it. Cool.
Cool.
Awesome. We're going another one over here.